Howdy and welcome back to SlydeBytes. This is a bit of my return video. It's been a hot minute since I've been on the YouTubes doing any guitar reviews or anything like that, but I am back in my new guitar space here, and yeah, we're going to go ahead and take a look at a new guitar to me. It's probably been out for a little bit. I'm not sure exactly when these released, but I'm very excited. It's good to be back and making YouTube videos, and I've missed y'all. Thank you so much to everyone who's been waiting on me to come back and all that. We're actually running through a different amp than usual. I traded a few of mine for a new Blackstar, but today well, it's not a new Blackstar, it's new to me. But anyway, it's actually quite an old one. Anyway, we were running through the Blackstar HT Studio 20, and we were running through the matching Blackstar cab down below underneath the HT Club 40 Mark II. And we were also using the Caline Enchanted tone in the beginning for a little bit of grit, and the Caline Ghost Ring for delay, and we also had the Kmise Noise Gate running when we, especially for all the gain, and the DigiTech Bad Monkey for a high gain boost without the Caline Enchanted tone when we were doing high gain stuff. So, and if you hear any squeaking or anything in the background of Woody, my wiener dog, if you remember him, if you watch the channel for very long, he's down below me. He's very irritated at me for not having him on my lap while playing guitar. He likes to do that. It's very difficult right now while recording. So anyway, today we're going to talk about this. This is the Gretsch Guitars Streamliner Cateye center block. This is a very cool guitar. I was looking at the Fender. Let's see if I can get you over here to the headstock. There you go, Gretsch. I was actually looking at the Fender Meteora, which are on sale right now through Fender as a Memorial Day sale, but I ended up going with this instead. I didn't have a semi-hollow sort of guitar, anything like this before, and I thought it would be really cool to own and have one of these. The price range was about the same, and as much as I love the Meteora, this is just something I didn't have, and Gretsch is sort of part of the Fender family. It's still staying in that, you know me, if you can't tell, I love Fender and Blackstar. Those are my favorite things, and yeah. So, to get into this guitar a little bit, it's a very neat very neat color. This is olive drab, and I think it's like a high gloss. Yeah, look at that. It's very shiny, very pretty. I really like it. It is a painted neck, which I'm not really a big fan of paint and finished glossy necks, but this one's not too bad. The radius is pretty good. I'm not sure exactly what the radius is, but I do know that the fret size are medium jumbo, and it does have 22, and I'm sure these are nickel frets and a Laurel fretboard. I will say this is very similar to me to what would be, it feels somewhere in between like a Les Paul 60 Slim Taper and a Jazzmaster. It's somewhere in that same kind of feeling. I'd say it's like something like a 12-inch radius is what I'm going to guess. But if you know better, let me know. I've not been able to find that anywhere on the internet so far. And actually, I went on Gretsch's website trying to find more information on this. I couldn't find any because apparently this is a limited edition thing that wasn't even on Sweetwater. I had to go actually physically drive to Guitar Center, which is not in my town, to get this. So yeah. Again, though, very beautiful guitar, very cool looking. Now this one, since I did buy it in person, you'll notice you'll see dents, dings. It's not in perfect condition because, I mean, that's what happens when they're in stores. They get dented and dinged. But general retail price on this is $549 and probably $549.99. So basically $550. So yeah, again, not in the physically perfect condition. It has another ding up on the headstock up here, but honestly, overall, not a bad find. So the neck, this being a semi-hollow guitar, this is a Nieto neck and a laminated maple top and body. So yeah, it is an arch top, so that kind of looks like a ding, but I actually do believe that's not a ding. That's actually just part of the arch top, just so you know. But there are, well, I've been trying to show, but there's some little finish scratches and stuff on it as well. I was trying to show, just so you know, this is not a ding. I see that in the camera now. You can't see it in person, which is funny, but in the camera I actually can see it. This is not a ding, just part of the arch top. Anyway, this guitar is really, really cool. Again, the 22 frets is actually a lot more. I figured it'd be like a 20, 21 fret, but you can get way up there. It's plenty of access. You do have kind of a blocky heel on these, but it's not so bad, especially like if you know about like the single cut style of these. Yeah, I find those very obtrusive, very hard to get around. You do have, which is weird for me, I'm still trying to get used to the electronics on these. You do have an individual volume control, a master volume control, and a master tone, which is something I'm still trying to learn. It is a splittable guitar. I did not realize that it had coil split until actually on the way home. I was messing around with it, and I lifted on the knob, and it actually is coil splittable, which we tried in the intro there. These are Broadtron BT3S pickups. What is really cool about these is that they are actually Alnico 2 and Alnico 5 pickups, which is really cool that it's using a combination of those. I actually really like Alnico 2 pickups. My Fender Player Strat from back in the day actually uses Alnico 2, and I really like that. And I have a Kramer Focus that actually has Alnico 5 pickups. I'm not as crazy about those, but I like Alnico 2 and ceramic a lot. The Alnico 5, though, paired with this, actually works very well, and actually I like Alnico 5 single coil tones. I just don't typically like an all Alnico 5 humbucker as much as like an Alnico 2 or a ceramic. But the combination works very well. It's very pretty. It's still pretty aggressive. And, you know, we might as well just go back through into it and get you some tones. This guitar is really cool. I love I don't know how well it shows in camera. There you go. You can see the black block inlays. I just think that looks so cool. This is just really cool guitar, all blacked out hardware on this thing. It's really neat. So let's go ahead. The selector switch is up here in the corner, which again, if you're used to Les Pauls or anything like that, that's not going to be too unfamiliar to you. For me, it's a little bit of a change because I am not a Les Paul guy. I'm usually more of a Strat and Tele Fender side of things guy, so I'm still trying to get used to some of these controls. So bear with me on that. But yeah, so far too, this is just so you know, synthetic bone nut. Standard tuners, they're not locking or anything like that, but it has been holding tune quite well, despite, you know, driving and everything and taking it back in and out of the house. It's actually held tune pretty well. I'm pretty impressed with it. And it's so resonant. And by the way, the center block in this is actually chambered, and it says it's for light. It makes it more lightweight, but it's supposed to help with the feedback. I don't know. I usually use noise gate anyway, so not a big deal to me. But anyway, so let's go ahead and get the Blackstar HT Studio head back on, and let's go ahead and just do some tones. All right, let's go ahead and shut the Ghost Rain off. And we'll just use the built-in reverb on the Blackstar HT Studio here, just for a little bit of texture, but here we go. So let's go ahead and we'll start on the bridge. Everything's rolled all the way up, and we'll start on the bridge, and then we'll split, and we'll just do that. On clean, and we'll go and do some metal stuff too. So here we go. Do some split. There's a big volume drop there, just so you know. There's the tone roll off. Turn back on. There's the individual volume. Alright, let's go middle and go back to humbucking. Alright, let's go to the middle position and coil split off here. It's a beautiful guitar. Alright, let's go ahead and split. Tone off a little bit. Sounds really good. Alright, let's go ahead and disengage that, go all the way up to the neck. Woo. Driving that amp, we are totally clean. All pedals are off right now. Everything. Let's go ahead and split it. Roll the tone off a little. This is one of the most usable tone knobs. Like when you roll that master tone down a little bit, it gives it this really neat acoustic property. All right, let's go ahead and go back up to the bridge. Let's go ahead and go to the high gain channel. Pretty tough. Alright, let's go ahead and split it. Got a lot of mid-range bite. Alright, let's go ahead and go middle position. Split it. All right. Go neck. Split it. Roll that tone off. I'm just going to do a little wiggly little thing. So that's pretty good, really. Let's turn the tone all the way back up. And turn that off. The coil split, and you go back. Alright, let's go back up to the bridge, and let's go ahead and turn the Bad Monkey back on, and give me some noise gate. You're going to hear some static there. Here we go. Noise gate, and let's do some metal. By the way, we are in drop D tuning. Double drop D. I believe that's chugging. Let's go ahead and flip that off. Guys, what do you think? Is it a keeper? I think it's a keeper. It sounds great to me. I really think this is a very versatile guitar. I love the coil splitting options. I think it just sounds great in general. I'm a little rusty. I'm still getting back into the swing of things on here, but forgive me if I'm a little, my playing skills aren't up to par like they used to be, if they ever were. But, you know, this is a really neat guitar. I'm very happy to have a Gretsch finally in my collection, and a semi-hollow at that. You will probably expect, if you follow me over on Instagram, TikTok, and anywhere else, you'll probably see some of my original music. I plan on doing some bluesy stuff with this, and I'll probably still use it for metal because I'm just crazy like that. You never know. So anyway, again, thank you guys for waiting around on me to come back. I don't know what else to say. This thing is just so cool. I really enjoy this thing. I'm very happy to have this in my collection. And you know what? I think maybe I'll use this for my lead guitar, or for my guitar playing in church. Maybe I'll try it there too. I know. Crazy. Anyway, this is just a very versatile guitar. I think these pickups sound fantastic. You can do a lot of range of music with it. I think it has a really neat grungy sound to it. And if I wanted to boost more gain into it with pedals or whatever, I'm sure it would do just fine. Like I said, I usually run a noise gate anyway, so that's not a big deal to me. But you know, just so you know, these can be a little bit more feedback prone if you have a lot of gain or a lot of volume and things like that with semi-hollow body guitars. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was fun for everybody. If you enjoy what I do, you might consider, and you think I've earned it, you might consider liking and subscribing. That goes a long way to helping this little Gretsch guitar channel grow. Expect to see more content. I am back, and I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. I don't know what else to say. It's just a really good guitar, and I hope, I hope I got that through to you. 2-mag stop-tail piece bridge style, but it's at Gretsch's standard style, in case I forgot to mention that. Anyway, guys, if you like the way I play, or if there's any background music to this and you like the way that sounds, you can also check me out again on Instagram and TikTok. It's where I post most of my original music, but I'm on everything pretty much. You can find me everywhere. And otherwise, guys, thanks for watching. Again, appreciate all of you, and keep shredding, partners. I will see you soon with more guitar content.